What's up, guys, and welcome back to the channel. We're back here in Grounded 2, and today I'm going to be doing a guide of how to find every secret, legendary, unique weapon, whatever you want to call them, including what I'm holding right now, the Sickles. Now, this was a viewer suggestion. I'll put your name on the screen right now. Honestly, don't want to butcher the pronunciation, so thank you a lot. I always love getting suggestions from you guys, and like I said, you will always be credited. Now, let's get into the first one, the icicles. Now, the icicles probably require the most prep work out of any of these items, which is why I'm doing it first. You'll definitely want to have fuzzy armor, which you can get from researching, I believe, lingonberry leather. If you can, get a blazing brew, but spicy shards will also work. You'll need a surplus of them, though. So I'm going to go and speed this up and show you guys how to get to the actual area where they're found, and I'll see you guys once we're there. Once you've arrived in this room, you'll have to destroy some icicles that form on this area. That will open up this hatch and let it move, so you'll be able to pop down here. There'll be a gold milk molar for you to harvest. Once you keep going down, you'll just keep going through the cave. You get a little lost there, I guess. And you'll come out to this room over here. Shouldn't be too much farther. I'll eat another spicy shard. Yes, you'll want a lot of spicy. Blazing brews really are what you'll need. You'll find it right over here, hidden in this little ice block. You'll have to pull, and once you do, it'll start a wave defense minigame that does take a bit. It's all scorpions. I believe you'll be fighting probably 10 to 20 scorpionlings, 5 to 8 scorpion juniors, and I'd say around 2 to 3 full-size scorpions. So it's pretty hard. I'd say it may even be harder than the actual final boss fight, but once you do, the item is well worth it, as these are the best dual daggers you can find in the game, as at least to my knowledge. But with that, let's get on to my second item, the Gloom Spear. Next up is the Gloom Spear. The best place I have found to go grab it is from the Toxic Anthill South entrance. You'll want a gas mask just because there is a good amount of smog and haze in the cave. It's just better than using anything like the smoothies. You can also use the cockroach helmet, but I'm going to go and speed this up, walk through the cave, follow this, and you'll be right at the Gloom Spear. Now, fair warning, there is a boss fight at the end of this cave, so you might want to summon out your buggy, or, just fight it yourself. But if you go and defeat the Cockroach Queen, it's not too difficult. Right behind here, you will actually find the Gloom Spear. It is recommended to have a tier 2 axe, just because it makes it all a bit easier, but I've heard it is possible to jump over those mushrooms. You have to forgive me, I'm not fighting the Cockroach Queen a second time. As you can see, already have the Gloom Spear. It's not too difficult of a fight, just because you'll fight much harder later on. And hopefully this one did work out for you guys. Let's move on to the next one, the Aegis Shield. Next up is the Scarlet Aegis. I think I have it in my inventory here. Here it is. I don't know why I called it the Aegis Shield, but it is in this cave. I'll show you on the map. You will probably be sent here naturally if you're taking on all of the orc receivers, because this will be sent to an area that you need to wipe out some more creatures. So, just popping in here, fair warning, you do have to bust that open with your buggy, but also, there is going to be quite a few scorpions in here. Of course, for the sake of the video, I'm going to skip them. You can run right through here, wrong direction. I'm sorry about that. You'll have to take a right, then take a left. You will need a Bratwurst or some explosive item to break open an area right here. And right over here, you'll find a chest that will contain a few heal bosses, a few other items, but most importantly, the Scarlet Aegis. I think it may be the only unique shield, so it has Parry Buggy Heal, which will heal your buggies when you have it equipped and you parry. Pretty self-explanatory. But let's move on to the next item. Next up is the Heatwave Staff, and unfortunately, I don't have the gear to really show this one off super well, but you'll want to head to the Fire Pit in the map, and you will need sufficient heat protection. Unfortunately, I don't have that, but I'm just going to use Free Cam to go ahead and show it off. You need a Tier 2 busting tool, so Tier 2 hammer, to break open some charcoal bits. Right here, you'll find the yoked girth head. Right under it, you'll need to break these two, and you can see right in here is the Heatwave Staff. Really wish I could grab this out, but at least it was a pretty short one. Let's move on to the Bushwhacker. Next up is the Bushwhacker. Now, the Orb Weaver makes your life a whole lot easier, but I do not believe it's necessary since I think you and any other type of buggy, which right now is just the Red Soldier Ant, can go on the webs. They are just incredibly slow. The best place to start out for this is right under the Flingman disc. You'll be pretty familiar with it if you have done the Orc Transmitters, but right here's the location on the map. And I'll speed this up a little bit, but it is a bit difficult to follow, so maybe slow it down if it goes a little too fast for you. I totally get it, and I'll see you once we're there. Now, I've taken the liberty of taking out most of the spiders here, but once you hit that little area, right over here on this orange leaf, you'll find the Bushwhacker in another of the masked girl's chests. Right here it is. I guess I don't have enough stuff in my inventory to grab it. Yes, sometimes some of these, this is my first time grabbing them. The Bushwhacker, I've heard it is the favorite bow of a lot. I think it gets outclassed by a couple others, but early game, if you can handle the spider webs, I definitely recommend grabbing it. Let's move on to the next one. Next up is the Pinchwhacker. Now, unfortunately, I lack the foresight to bring a Brat Burst or a Splat Burst or really any explosive, which you do need, but it is very close to the Scarlet Aegis, where, of course, just come to this point on the map. You'll find a cave here. Don't even need to break it open with your buggy. Torch will be helpful. It's a very short cave, which means I hopefully won't get lost this time. We have a cockroach getting groovy. Guess we get a little stuck there. Come around this, you'll find a crackable rock, and right past it, you'll find another chest, and that is the Pinchwhacker. I am sorry I did not bring a Brat Burst to show off the explosion and all that, but trust me, it's just like the Scarlet Aegis. The purple glowing Mass Stranger chest is right there, and with that, let's move on to what I think is the final weapon on the list. The final secret, legendary, whatever you want to call it, weapon is the Crimson Avenger. You'll want to come to this point of the map. You'll find the Spiderden Anthill North entrance. Definitely bring a torch. Get ready for a big fight. You actually need the Soldier Ant buggy for 1 point. Now, I'm going to speed this up because this is probably the longest walk, save for maybe the one in the ice cream cart. So, hope you guys enjoy, and I'll see you guys once we're closer. Once you've reached this area, you're a lot closer and actually pretty close to finding it. There are a ton, I would say like 5 to 6 orc soldier ants, so be ready to fight those. But once you are here, you can come climb this area here, and you'll find a breakable point with your buggy. Now, you do need a tier 2 shovel for this. Sorry for not saying that at the start. Kind of spaced my mind. I don't even have a tier 2 shovel. So you will need one to actually pull out the Crimson Avenger. But right here, you have this. And if you had a tier 2 shovel, you can dig into the gum and actually pull out the Crimson Avenger weapon. That is the final one, I believe, guys. Hopefully you did enjoy. Definitely leave a like if you did. I love doing suggestion videos, ones that were suggested to me. So leave any more that you have down in the comment section below. I'll definitely use or consider them at least. I always like your comments. I read every one of them, I promise. Now, if you did enjoy, please leave a like. Consider subscribing to the channel. We are close to 400 subs, and my 400 sub special will be a 100% playthrough of Grounded 1. We did a series a while back, but I want to fully finish up the game, and that's how we can do it. So if you want to see that happen, definitely subscribe. And also, it just helps me out a ton because I am a much, much smaller channel than a lot of others that are playing the same games. Well, I'll leave the yap sesh alone. If you did enjoy, see you guys next time. Peace out.